Hi, my name is Shirin and I was a senior therapist with Foundation Physio. I started there 4 years ago, just as COVID was allowing things to open up a little bit, and I really liked the kind of culture that they had. I really liked how close-knit the group of therapists, the group of workers here really seemed, and I was looking for something that was a good place to work, but also just a good kind of community. And honestly, I would say that most of the people I worked with ended up being great friends. And I had to give one piece of advice for joining the team at Foundation. It would be that let your personality shine. I definitely think that they really build this culture around work and around making sure that the team is a team and that all the personalities are and will go along with each other. And I think that this is what makes that work, and that's what makes this team so strong and makes everyone work well with each other. And so don't be afraid to speak up, don't be afraid to just be yourself, and that's going to really kind of translate into your treatments, into the way that your clients kind of interact with you, and that your teammates and your coworkers will reach out for. And I think honestly a big part of why I got hired was I have a big personality. I don't stop talking. I think for me, some professional highlights that I had at Foundation over the last 4 years really include everything that I didn't do in the clinic. And by that I mean all the opportunities that I had as an employee here to branch out and go try being a physio with a baseball team for a summer, and go work with a frisbee team and the Raptor dancers. Like, those opportunities were something I am so incredibly grateful that I had, and I think that it really helped my treatment skills, but my interviewing skills, and really kind of allow you to talk to so many different people. And I'm a very people person, and for me that was the highlight, was just to meet everyone and to treat all these kind of things and decide where I wanted my career to go and what I wanted to do with my education. And it also really helped guide me into what kind of treatments I wanted and what kind of courses I wanted later. When I first joined Foundation, their running physio here was actually just leaving, and I remember going to Raj saying, you know, that'd be something I'd be interested in. And honestly, I was never really a runner. I went on and off in the summers, but it was never something I'd really seen myself as doing. And so when she left, I remember Raj telling me, like, why don't you take up this program? And 4 years later, treating runners is the most fun I have at the clinic. I love putting them through a running assessment, building them a program, building them a treatment plan, and there's nothing more rewarding than seeing them at a finish line after not being able to run for a couple minutes. And I had clients run 100-kilometer races, which to me is insane and I would never do. But I think the fun of treating runners is that sometimes just the smallest changes can make the biggest difference, and it's something that you can really see in a clinic instantly. And if I hadn't really come in at the time I had, maybe I wouldn't be treating runners as often as I do. And so I would say that I learned a lot through all those courses I was able to take, everything that my colleagues knew, and I was able to kind of pick their brains out about running. And I would really recommend, if you find kind of a niche that you're interested in, and if you're finding different things that you might like go for those courses. I found that those are the best way for me to learn. Obviously, I started during COVID, so a lot of those courses, unfortunately, were online, which I would have preferred, obviously, in person, especially when you talk about like running assessments and exercises and all that kind of stuff. But I think it was extremely valuable to just dig deeper into those fields and to kind of get a little bit more specialty that way. And it opens up a whole avenue of patients that will come looking for you specifically because you are the running physio. And so I'm extremely grateful that she left and that I got to kind of explore that side and falling into this without realizing that this is something I could enjoy. And now I totally run, and I use my knowledge to go running. I'm definitely not going to be doing 100 kilometers. Even marathons don't seem appealing to me, but you never know. I think my most fun and memorable memories from my time here at Foundation have been the staff parties, the staff events, the things that we do to socialize outside of work. Because when we're in the clinic, most of us we're also busy, and we don't get a chance to really hang out with each other, talk to each other. And the brand is so big that you don't really see the other therapists very often. And I value my coworkers as people, but also as friends, and I really enjoy all of them. And I think that Foundation has built such a good group of people that personalities really mesh well, and that I love hanging out with these people outside of work. And we go to different restaurants, festivals, things like that together, and they really do encourage that through their socials. And each clinic tends to have a spring social, a summer social, to encourage that team bonding, to encourage those relationships. And the winter Christmas party is always a fun time, such good food and The people are great. We have a couple drinks, maybe more, but I think those were always the most fun and highlights of our work. And I think that a lot of my colleagues I'll definitely see outside of work once I'm gone, and hopefully they come see me out west. But I think those are the memories I'm going to have, and those friendships I'm going to value forever. So I'm really thankful that I had the opportunity to work here and go to those staff parties. And to all my colleagues, thank you for everything for the last 4 years. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for letting me bounce ideas off of you, question everything. Raj would say that I took advantage of him at the last couple of weeks I was here with all of my questions, but I really, really appreciate everything, and I wouldn't be the therapist that I am today without all your help and all your mentorship, and for taking a chance on me, and I appreciate it. And to all my patients over the last 4 years, it was a pleasure to work with you all. It was great and super rewarding to see you get back to those activities, get back to those sports that you weren't able to participate in because of your injuries or because of different limitations. And it was so great to see that you guys all had all that trust in me and allowed me to be part of that journey. So thank you for going through all those exercises, letting me poke you with needles, and just, I appreciate it. And you guys are all in great, great hands once I'm gone. And if you ever need anything, you never know. Maybe you'll find me, maybe you'll move out to BC and you'll find me there. Cheers.